Good morning to all of you. I said good morning to all of you. That's the echo. Echo should be there at least on Gandhi's birthday. Let me recollect. We started from pledge, Swachh Bharat. We said we keep all the surrounding very clean. But unfortunately we forgot that we shall keep our mind clean. We just forgot about it. Like today, Gandhi is limited only to photograph. We don't want him to come out of photograph. So the Swachhatha is only for outside. And later, Dr. Raghunandan spoke very interestingly that the sustainability goals have been very much in accordance with the Gandhi's principle. In fact, Mashelkar, the greatest scientist of India, in fact authored and delivered his first lecture on Gandhian principle and Gandhian utopia in Australia, which was termed as Gandhian engineering. I think in one of the Gandhi Jayanthi, I spoke about Gandhian engineering also. Later, Dr. Lavu Rattaya Garu came over, explained how Gandhiji has been very well known all over the globe. And at the same time, how Gandhiji was described by Einstein as the living legend who walked on this earth, which people would later not even recall. And then he also mentioned the importance of ethics. Well then, I thought it would get stopped over there, and then we recollect Gandhiji only on his birthday and on 2 more days, basically because August 15th we forcibly remember him, and on January 26th, along with Dr. Ambedkar, we forcibly remember him. I thought so, but when these young boys and girls came over here voluntarily to speak about Gandhiji, particularly to speak about Swadeshi Movement, I was thrilled, and we are very happy that the future not only of this nation but of the whole world is in this very, very safe hands of the great youngsters of today. I really congratulate every one of them. But however, while I can see the note of optimism in all their speeches, while I can see a flavor of optimism, the air of optimism going all around, but still I am very unhappy that we have limited Gandhiji only to decorate the walls, only to decorate the halls, and only to decorate him in the speech, and we have not brought about Gandhiji in our real life. In fact, I would take up only one quote, most important quote, one beautiful quote, and then take up some recent instances to let you know how we have totally forgotten Gandhiji. This is one quote of Gandhiji. One man cannot do right in one department of life. Please note it. One man cannot do right in one department of life whilst he is occupied in doing wrong in any other department. Life is one indivisible whole. That is what is Gandhiji. You cannot just excel. You cannot just be over perfect. You cannot be just an extraordinary politician but dirty in your personal life. You cannot be that. You cannot be a great institution builder and you cannot just forget about the welfare of the society. You cannot do that. You cannot be an excellent teacher but at the same time you can be a poor master. That cannot be possible. So this is a very beautiful quote. It is not being perfect in one field. It's not being good in one field, but he has got to be good in every field, and only then Gandhian philosophy would happen, would come into picture. So this is one point. The second point, which I just wanted to have collected lot of newspaper cuttings for this purpose. There is a very beautiful article which just mentioned all that India's women really need is respect and equality. All that India's women really need is respect and equality, and Gandhiji mentioned about it. The real freedom, the real meaning of the freedom would be understood only when a lady can move comfortably in the midnight without anybody accompanying her. That is what Gandhiji had mentioned. And today we still have got to write all that India's women really need is respect and equality. In fact, this article proceeds to write a beautiful thing. We talk about violence against women. We talk about violence against women. Our newspapers write about violence against women, but none of us tell that men's violence against women. They don't write that. No editorial writes that men's violence against women. On the day we understand that we, the men, are responsible for the violence on women, I am sure Gandhiji would somehow be happy at some point. Another very ironical, which has happened nowhere else, in Vijayawada. I just want to read that news, the beautiful news. You know that during the recent elections, the alcohol was confiscated. The bottles of alcohol, the wines was confiscated. And one day, the police people wanted to dispose that. When the police people wanted to dispose of that, what happened? People flew with liquor bottles being destroyed. People just came over there to collect the liquor bottles. The news is a chaotic situation unfolded at Nalla Cheruvu dumping yard on some road, Etukuru road in Guntur, not even Vijayawada, in Guntur, as bystanders jumped in to grab liquor bottles when police attempted to destroy them. This is the land of Gandhiji. This is the place of Gandhiji where the confiscated liquor bottles were getting disposed. People were trying to catch hold of these free liquor bottles. Perhaps not on October 2nd at least. It has happened just close to this. And I built up the story. The story is, these liquor bottles were destroyed perhaps only for a show. Before that, the involved people, police might have stored some liquor bottles in their respective places, and I am very sure some of them would have got, and only to display some liquor bottles were brought over here and were shown to be destroyed, and that naturally the people around wanted to take hold of this. This is the situation, and this is the land of Gandhiji. And my friend from Africa speaks about Gandhiji as a world leader. Naturally, world leader is not for India, right? So there is one more news. I just wanted to share this news. This is a very pathetic news. Very recent news, as recent as September 29th. I will read this news. Elderly woman, not ordinary young woman, elderly woman denied dignity in death. Denied dignity in death. In a tragic reminder of caste prejudice against which Gandhiji fought all through his life, and even today all politicians on the stage keep speaking about it. All leaders, including the vice chancellors, keep speaking about it. But everybody is prejudiced against the caste, and they would like to tell, I belong to this bloody caste. That is what is going to happen, and this is the land of Gandhiji. And on this land of Gandhiji, here is a news. In a tragic reminder of caste prejudice, an elderly woman in Odisha's district was denied basic dignity in death due to her inter-caste marriage. Because she had an inter-caste marriage, her body was not even cremated. She was not cremated. Do you know at what age? The age of this lady was 85. This lady, age of this lady was 85 years, and she was prevented from the cremation because she had married somebody else. And this happens in the land of Gandhiji. This happens in the land of Gandhiji. Well then, most other beautiful thing, other wonderful thing, and other anti-paradox is this. This is from Muzaffarpur. 16-year-old girl shot by minor boy at coaching center in Bihar. 16-year-old girl shot by minor boy at coaching center of Bihar. Had Gandhiji lived today, he would have gone for one more satyagraha, he would have gone for one more period of starvation. This is what we are building up. This is what we have been doing, right? And this is the place where, this is the time at least, we have got to get reminded. I am very pleased when the youngsters spoke about Swadeshi Movement and a lot of other interesting things. There is another beautiful news. This news is very terrorizing. Paracetamol is a medicine which is a simple life-saving medicine. And then important medicines like diabetes, for diabetes and blood pressure have been reported. And now the news is pills that kill you. Pills that kill you. This is what has happened in India. For just the profit of the company, we have been, for the material profit, for the monetary profit, we are throwing Gandhiji into dustbin. This is what has been happened, right? So that leads to Gandhiji. Swachhatha you mentioned, it is not physical Swachhatha, it is not physical happiness, it has got to be the mental happiness, it has got to be the inward happiness, it has got to be the inward cleanliness. See, we all want to be happy. We all just want to be happy. Our teachers also want to be happy. But the ways we are achieving our happiness is totally incorrect. For example, students want to be happy. When students want to be happy, they like to get lot of marks, they like to get lot of grades. But it has got to be with their own efforts. It has got to be with their own efforts, like the young people spoke. It is not by stealing the questions in advance before the test. It is not by stealing the answers before the test, but it is really finding out the answers. Well then, the happiness that you get just by stealing the questions, by pleasing the teachers, by buttering the teachers, by warming up the teachers, will not be the answer. On the one hand, other hand, our teachers are also equally responsible. Our teachers, in order to please, perhaps in this institution, Dr. Lavurattaya Garu, they want to please him. Therefore, in addition to giving the questions for your assignments, they also leak the answers. While we have got to extract the answers from the students, we are leaking the answers also to students to project wrongly, to project incorrectly to the Vice Chancellor and to the management that our students are doing extraordinarily very well, which is incorrect. This only gives you local happiness, because on that day we will be pleased and we will tell you, well done, but then that happiness cannot keep the teachers happy internally, because they know what they have done. They definitely know what they have done. And this is where Gandhiji said that Gandhiji promoted control of oneself. This will give you freedom to think and recognize who you are. These are the most important point. Finally, all that Gandhiji mentioned is, it is not just love alone to do the things, but the respect for what you love. The compassion for what you love. Love is one part. Love happens. But in addition to love, you should know how to respect your love. And that respecting the love happens only when you are compassionate, like you compassionately took an oath to keep the surrounding Swachh. It is not the surrounding first, keep the internal Swachh first, and then it happens. Again, I shall reconclude that one man cannot be right, one man cannot do right in one department of life, whilst he is occupied in doing wrong in any other department. Life is one indivisible whole, as quoted by Gandhiji and as seconded always by Lal Bahadur Shastri during his period. Thank you very, very much.